And thank you for your tireless leadership. You and your team represent the very best of Ford. And welcome, Mr. President, to Ford's Rawsonville Plant, and welcome to all our employees who are joining us today. Today's a big day for Ford, and it's an important time for our country. Normally at this plant, we assemble components and hybrid batteries for Ford cars and trucks. But for the past 6 weeks, our employees have been assembling machines to save lives. And as everybody here knows, Ford has always been a family business. But it's not just my family. Generations of Ford employees have punched in every day in plants like this one, building for America. And we take that trust very seriously. We have a special responsibility to take care of each other and this country, just like we've done for 117 years. In World War II, many of our workers went to fight overseas, and those who couldn't stayed to build war machines of all types needed to win the war, in plants just like this. In fact, President Roosevelt visited our Willow Run plant a few miles down the road to honor the Ford workers who were producing B-24 bombers during World War II. Ford was called the arsenal of democracy. Today, some of their grandchildren and great-grandchildren are building equipment to save lives and to protect our medical professionals and first responders. I'm deeply grateful to all of our employees in Rawsonville for stepping up and leading the way. When we paused our factories to keep our workers and their families safe, our teams began thinking about what they could do to serve their country. And just as they always have, our employees sprang into action. We are the most American automaker, employing more hourly workers in the U.S. than any other automaker. We assemble more vehicles in America than anyone else, and we invest more here. And that's why, at a moment's notice, we were able to shift gears and put our manufacturing expertise to work, producing life-saving medical gear and equipment. By tapping our spirit of innovation, Ford engineers worked with 3M to design powered respirators from sketch to production in less than 40 days. And working with GE Healthcare and the UAW, we plan to manufacture 50,000 ventilators right here in this facility. And just down the road, we've assembled over 17 million face shields for our medical heroes across the country. That's what manufacturing can do. And that's why a strong manufacturing base is critical for our country. And thank you, Mr. President, for your support of American manufacturing. This week, many of our assembly lines restarted again, with Ford workers building the cars and trucks America depends on, like the F-150 and others that you see in this room. Actually, I think this one might make a pretty good presidential limo. Anyway, here's what I want all of our employees and your families to know. We put as much care and attention into developing our plan to return to work as anything I've been involved with in my 40 years at Ford. We consulted the best medical experts, we rethought plant layouts, and we employed technology that will help keep all of us safe. And many of the concepts that we're deploying across all our plants were pioneered right here in Rawsonville. The many ways our 200,000 employees have stepped up to help each other and the world through this pandemic makes me very proud to call each and one of you a part of our Ford family. America's engines may have gone quiet over the past few months, but with a new spirit of safety, responsibility, and innovation, Ford is proud to start them up again. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the President of the United States. We've spoken many times over the years, And while we don't always agree on every issue, he has always considered our opinion. He supported tax cuts which have helped move the economy forward, and we deeply appreciate his work in leading a new trade treaty with Mexico and Canada. And there is no doubt that we share a passionate view that building in America is the right thing to do for our workers, the economy, and the future of this country. Mr. President, thank you for joining us here today to celebrate our workers and this important effort to help get America through this crisis. Please join me in welcoming the President of the United States. Thank you.
怎么又晚了？
这诊所太远了，这里多开几间就好了。
政府里需要有我们的人，需求才会被听到。
哎，你这……哎，你们两个都对，可光说有什么用呢？填好2020年的人口普查，就可以协助公共资金的分配，比如地方医疗、更多的政府席位。想要给自己发声啊，赶紧上网填，打电话也行。
请上2020census.gov 完成普查。